And we're back. This is part 2 of chat number 151, and chat number 151 was titled Get to Know Your 0 Points Food List. Please go back and watch that. If you're watching this on YouTube, please watch it in its entirety because, yeah, I think we all need a refresher course on our 0 points food list so we don't forget, you know, based on which plan we're on. But the second half of tonight's chat, the homework, or not the homework, the extra credit portion, we are going to do something fun. So all I have heard this week is, I'm stressed out, I've got too much to do, there's not enough time in the day, Christmas is going to be here before you know it, the holiday that I celebrate is coming up and I'm not ready, blah, 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 I'm run to death, I need a nap, you know, blah, blah, blah. So the second half of tonight's chat, we are just going to look at some ways to take care of yourself so that you get a few minutes of peace. People will leave you alone. I don't know why, but when I do this, people tend to leave me alone. I don't know, it looks different or whatever, but we're going to take a few minutes of peace. So if you don't have time to go to a spa, if you don't have time to hide from all your family and friends, if you have to attend your holiday event, at least find a few minutes to take care of yourself. So how we're going to take care of ourselves this time, it's super simple, doesn't have to be expensive, super, super simple. We're going to talk a little bit about tea. I think tea is an unsung hero in our weight loss management. I think it's an unsung hero as a stress reliever. I think it is, oh no, Teresa, calm down, just do one thing at a time. I think she's decorating her tree while she's listening, but that's great. That's great though that you're getting them both done. But I think tea is, it's great as a de-stressor. I think it is great as a relaxant, and for those of you who are around sick children or sick in-laws, or your whole office space is filled with people hacking up a lung, which ours is, tea can be a great way to ward off illnesses too, also. So we're going to talk a little bit about tea. I found out some things about tea, and thank you. I don't know what your first name is, but thank you very much for subscribing, PK. But I'm going to talk a little bit about tea. I'm going to tell you some things that I found out that I did not know. Okay, so first thing that I did not know. Well, here's the things that I did not know. Okay, so first of all, these are really cute mugs that we have at Casey Kitchen Center. These are already on there, but this one says highly caffeinated. Yeah, so these are for coffee and for tea, but here's what I did not know. Okay, all of these teas are either Stash or Tazo. Which one of the girls that I work with pronounces this Tao, but it's Tazo. I don't know. I looked it up. It's Tazo. But all of these are either Stash or Tazo or something like that. Okay, so what I didn't notice, and not all tea has this, okay? So not all tea has this. But what I didn't notice, and yes, I know it's going to be backwards, it has a temperature and a steeping time on there. Did you know that? Did you know that different tea needs to be steeped at different temperatures? I had no idea. So Jennifer is a tea aficionado, and I borrowed these out of her stash. Hold on. I borrowed these out of her stash at work. Ha ha ha. I'll get them back to her. She'll get them back. I didn't take them. She said we could borrow some anyway. Okay, but she is a tea aficionado. I did not realize that sometimes my tea is coming out bitter because I'm steeping it for too long or at too high of a temperature, or I'm not taking the tea bag out soon enough. Okay, I've been drinking hot tea all of my adult life. All of my adult life. I had no idea. And Liz, what is a Breville? Wait. What do I have? No, that's not it. Yeah, I had no idea. Okay, so like this one from Stash, it's Spice Dragon Red Chai. This one is caffeine free. So this time of night, let's please be sure that we're drinking caffeine free teas. But this one has cinnamon, rooibos, I'm probably saying that wrong too, ginger root, and clove. But this one you only steep it for 3 to 5 minutes. The temperature that you want to hit is 190 to 210, so just right below boiling. And you want to use it with 8 fluid ounces of water. This one, it's 0 points. So anything in a tea bag like this, anything that does not already have any, oh, and Barbara says warm your cup up first before you put the tea bag in. Why? Tell us why. Tell us why. I don't know why. Anything that's in a tea bag like this, though, that does not have anything added, like no added sugar or no added anything like that, would be 0 points. Okay, so all of these that I'm showing you are 0 points because they don't have anything added to them. This one is a Butterscotch Blondie from Tazo. Hello, Susie. What an awesome dessert tea that would be. This one is going to be on, it's 212 degrees for 5 minutes, and then you just take it out. This one is Chai Spice from Stash, 3 to 5 minutes. 210 degrees. I'm trying to find one of the ones that's less. This one is Refreshment 212 for 5 minutes. Where's one of the ones that's less? Hold on. So like this one. Okay, so this one is Zen, and it's green tea, but it is only 175 degrees for 3 minutes. So less time. Okay, and Michelle says don't squeeze the tea bag because that can make it bitter. So the times and temperatures are just a quick reference. If you go to stashtea.com, it's just STASHTEA, stashtea.com. They have a chart that you can print off. You can just reference back to. Black tea, you need if you're going to do it loose leaf. Of course, if it's in one of these, you already have the appropriate amount in there. But black tea, 1 to 2 teaspoons for 3 to 5 minutes, 190 to 210 degrees. Herbal tea, all of these are going to be 1 to 2 teaspoons, okay? Herbal tea, 3 to 5 minutes, 190 to 210. Green tea, 1 to 3 minutes. So less time and only 170 to 180. So Jennifer says the lighter the tea, so the lighter the color of the tea, the less you want the temperature, and you want it to be, and you may or may not steep it as long. So green tea is 1 to 3 minutes at 170 to 180 degrees. White tea is back up to 3 to 4 minutes, but it's only 170 to 180 degrees. Oolong tea is 3 to 5 minutes at 170 to 180. And then this one, never heard of this. I added this to the list because I want to know who's heard of this. I don't know if I'm going to say it right. I looked it up. Pu'er? Oh wait, how did it say to pronounce it? Pu'er, I don't know. 3 to 5 minutes, 190 to 210. So, did not know that about the temperatures. Had no idea. You can also go to Zazzle.com. It's Z-A-Z-Z-L-E. So you do this to make the two Z's, okay? So it's Z-A-Z-Z-L-E.com, Zazzle.com, and they have a different kind of a cool tea chart, and their cool tea chart tells you different mixtures of tea. So if you're going so far, and see, now I totally want to do this. I totally want to buy some loose leaf tea, and we actually have a girl just down the street on Jackson who sells loose leaf tea. So Wendy, I may be coming to see you. But different mixtures, and when you mix them together, it's for these specific things. So the first one was for flu. Luckily, no one in our family or at work or whatever, knock on wood, has the flu. So far we've stayed away from it, trying to be very diligent, not washing our hands. But if you do have the flu or you have flu-like symptoms, you can mix according to Zazzle.com, you can blend chamomile, turmeric, lavender, lemongrass, and ginger. Okay, and turmeric, that is why my hands are yellow, because I made the mistake of touching it like an idiot. I knew better. I knew it was going to stain my fingers. But anyway, so this is turmeric. Turmeric is great for, it's great as to help with inflammation, like to get rid of inflammation. 1 tablespoon of turmeric is 1 point. I'm showing you this because it is really good for you, and like people in, I think it's India, they drink it all the time, and they make golden milk, and golden milk is 2 cups of light unsweetened coconut milk or almond milk with 1 tablespoon of peeled grated fresh ginger and 1 scoop of turmeric powder. Bring it to a simmer. Anyway, you make this golden milk, and it's supposed to be really, really good for you. But hey Dale, but I'm showing you this, well, first of all, to let you know what color it is. Second of all, to say this is a huge container. This is going to last me like the rest of my life. Third, to say A serving is one, if you drink an entire serving, this is 1 tablespoon. 1 tablespoon is a point. So don't look at it and think, oh, it's an herb or a spice, it's 0 points. That is not so. 1 tablespoon has 1 smart point, but a half of a tablespoon is 0, okay? So I'm showing you that just to remind you about that. Okay, but for the flu, it's chamomile, turmeric, lavender, lemongrass, and ginger. That just sounds good. That just sounds good to me. Relax. You can make one to help you relax. It's chamomile, lemongrass, and rose. Who's ever had rose tea? It sounds super, super good. And Texas Nurse, thank you for subscribing. I totally just started to pick this up and drink out of it. It doesn't have anything in it. Okay, silly me. And let's see, immune boost. We all need this one right now. Immune boost is chai, turmeric, and elderberry. Yeah, so that would be a super easy one to make. For a cough or a sore throat, chamomile, ginger, and turmeric. I have all that, so I could make that one tonight. And an energy boost, matcha and ginger. Okay, so let's talk about some other teas. These are teas that we have at KC Kitchen Center. And again, you don't have to shop there. We would love you. We would love you anyway. But if you do, if you're looking for something like this, but I just wanted to show you some new things that we had. These are called tea drops. And tea drops, Casey found these. I'm not responsible for finding these. Casey found these. These are so cool. The girl that made these, her name is like, it's not Sasha, it's like Sasha, but it's not spelled like that. I'll find her name here in just a second. Anyway, but tea drops don't have a tea bag. It is tea that's compressed. So like the little sampler kit, it comes in this cute little box, and these are already available on kckitchencenter.com, or if you go to IfYouHaveAnEgg.com and go to shop, and you'll find these. No, I'm sorry, today's Sunday. These will be on there tomorrow, on Monday. But this is the sampler set. And it has, we just talked about for energy boost, matcha and ginger. So guess what I might be having tonight is matcha tea and with some ginger. But I'm going to show you one of these out of the package here in just a minute. But the tea drops, they don't have a tea bag. You just put them in some hot water. We're going to make some here in just a few minutes. But I did want to let you know they do have points. So if you use them as the tea drops, they do have points. Some of them are 1, and 2 of them are 2 points. Oops, hold on, I got the little bag caught in there. But the cool thing is they don't have a tea bag. You can take them with you. You don't have to carry around a tea bag with you. You can just drop it in anywhere that you can, access some hot water. So, I do not know. We'll have to look. Lynn wants to know if matcha has caffeine. We will have to look. Let's see how many are in this box. This box has, I think it's 8, but let me see. That's so funny. Why do I not know this? I think it is 8. So this box has 2 of the citrus ginger, 2 of the sweet peppermint, 2 of the Earl Grey, of the rose Earl Grey, and 2 of the matcha. So it does have, there are 8 in this little sampler box. And we will be running a sale just in time to get these for Christmas. So that is the sampler box of these. And again, some of them have 1, some of them have 2, because they have approximately 1 teaspoon of sugar. So they are already pre-sweetened. Okay, before I show you the next one, I'm going to go ahead and get my water started. You can make hot water in your Keurig. I make hot water in my Keurig all the time. Just hot water. You don't have to make coffee in it. You don't have to put anything in the pod, so you can just make hot water with it. I also have, if you can see it, I have just a regular tea kettle that you use on the stove. I have just a regular tea kettle, and then I have an electric tea kettle, and the electric tea kettle is really good if you're going to be making multiples, and if you don't want to heat up your kitchen. So the electric tea kettle doesn't heat up the kitchen. So I'm going to go ahead and get it started. I'm just going to push the on button. And my tea kettle, I don't know if you can you see it? My tea kettle turns blue while it's heating up the water, and then it goes off when it's done. But we're going to make a cup of that, and we need enough time for it to cool off. So we're going to do that. Okay, I forgot to mention the stash tea and the Tazo tea. You can get these at many grocery stores. I know Publix, I believe, has both of them. Target has the Tazo tea, and this is owned by Starbucks now, so you can definitely get the Tazo at Starbucks, because it is a Starbucks brand. And I'm sure like Earth Fare and places like that have it, and I'm sure Amazon, because Amazon has everything. Okay, then this one says, I know it's backwards, but it says cotton-headed ninny muggins. So, who has seen Elf? Who has seen Elf? It is one of our favorite Christmas movies. We can't stand Will Ferrell at all, but this is his best movie. This is another one of the mugs that is available at Casey Kitchen Center. And Sylvia, you don't want to know how I have room for all my kitchen stuff. You don't want to know. This is what we're going to be making. So, the cotton-headed ninny muggins mug, there are only 3 of these. We're not going to reorder anymore because it's so close to Christmas, but there are only 3 of these. So if you want one, you're going to have to go to CaseyKitchenCenter.com or come see me in the store. You know, and you can buy one. The store is at 5902 Kingston Pike if you're in Knoxville. So this is what we're going to be putting in the tea. So this is, oh, I forgot. Yeah, Karen says Walmart has it too. Since I don't go to Walmart, I forget. But yeah, but Walmart has these too. Okay, yeah, Barbara, I don't like him either, but he is fabulous in Elf. But anyway, so this is what we're going to be making. So this is one of the tea drops. And look, there's no tea bag. It's just the tea. So let me explain it to you. Okay, it comes in all these different flavors. So we do have all of these in the store. So these are all available at, yeah, I just completely lost my mind. Anyway, yeah, at our store. These are all available at our store, and they're available on CaseyKitchenCenter.com, and they're available at IfYouHaveAnEgg.com. If you look under shop or store, can't remember which one it is. Anyway, they have chocolate Earl Grey. What? Chocolate Earl Grey? I haven't tried this one yet. I have not busted into this container yet. But let me just read you just a little bit about these people. This is why we love them. So this is Earl Grey tea and cocoa. Okay, and this one is one of the 1 smart points because it has a teaspoon of sugar in it. And it even says we're just a little sweet, about 1 teaspoon of sugar in each drop. So this one has, you know, the organic sugar in it, organic Earl Grey tea, organic black tea, bergamot, something, organic cocoa powder, certified organic. So these are all gluten-free. They are all USDA organic. They are all, I think all of them are kosher. I'll look at each container. But here's my favorite thing, aside from the fact that it's just this little, you know, tea and it's gonna dissolve. Aside from that, listen to this. With every purchase, you donate a year's supply of clean water to someone in need. How do they do that with every purchase? This is just a thing of tea. How on earth do they do that? But it says, and it's all over their literature, it's all over their website, it's all over their social media. With every purchase, you donate a year's supply of clean water to someone in need, and it's called the Thirst Project. I already love these people. I was infatuated before. Oh, and her name is Sashi Chandran, and she is the chief tea magician. How awesome is that? How awesome is that? But so they've got chocolate Earl Grey is 1 smart point. Sweet peppermint is the flavor that we're going to be trying, and they're called tea drops. TEADROPS. We have them in the store. We have them at 5902 Kingston Pike at Casey Kitchen Center or CaseyKitchenCenter.com or IfYouHaveAnEgg.com and look under store or shop, whichever one it says. But those are 2 flavors. Sweet peppermint, that's the one we're going to be trying tonight, and chocolate Earl Grey. And you can see my water is boiling now, so that is 212 degrees, and this is supposed to steep at 190, so I'm going to let it cool off for a second. Then they also have matcha. So we just talked about matcha green tea. They have matcha. All of the ones like this, so Carol wants to know if they all have sugar. All the ones like this have about a teaspoon in them. They have a chai spice, and Barbara wants to know how much they are. It's $13.99 for 10 servings, so it makes it a little over $1. It makes it a little over $1 each. But somebody gets clean water for a year. for a whole year. And plus you support us. But so this is matcha green tea. It's a Japanese matcha green tea, and this one is chai spice. Then we have, those are also 1 smart point each. We have blueberry acai, and if I just said that right, I get some kind of bonus point. So the blueberry acai is white tea, blueberry, and acai, and it is also 1 smart point. These are the 2, and we're missing one. We're missing the citrus ginger because they forgot to put it in our box. But they were like horrified that they forgot to put it in our box, so we will have it in a few days. But the vanilla white tea and the rose Earl Grey, these both have 2 smart points. They both have 2 smart points. So I have not tried these yet to see how sweet they are, but each one of them has about a teaspoon of sugar, so it must be some kind of flavoring or something in these that makes them, you know, just a little bit more. Oh, this one has vanilla extract as well. So the vanilla white tea has the teaspoon of sugar and it has vanilla extract. And then the Rose Earl Grey has the teaspoon of sugar, and let's see, rose petals. So maybe that's what makes it 2 smart points. But these 2 are 2 smart points. Okay, and then they also have Boost. They have Boost tea sprinkles. And the tea sprinkles, there are 12 packets in here, and the one that Casey and I chose to carry first is called Boost, and it is matcha, ginger, and lemon, and it is, and I love this, what it says on the side. It says Boost. Look at that to-do list. Don't worry, we have a feeling you're going to crush it. This powerhouse blend of organic matcha, ginger, and lemon will have you in that, hustle and flow mode. You got this. Matcha, this plant with power to, with power is native to Japan. Ginger, this fierce plant is native to India. Lemon, a powerful fruit native to northern India. Sorry, it's hard to read. Okay, but anyway, so these are tea sprinkles, and these you just, let's see, the instructions are over here. So these, you just sprinkle the tea, you sprinkle these directly into cups of boiling water and stir it and then work it. These are 0 points. They do not have any sugar in them. So the sprinkles do not have any sugar in them. Okay, so let's go ahead. We're going to go ahead and make this tea. So we're going to make the, oh gosh, because we only have 3 minutes. So we are making the sweet peppermint. So what you do first is you put your hot water in your cup, and I picked a clear one, not one of the cute ones, not one of the cute Nene Muggins ones. I picked a clear one so y'all could see it. So I'm going to pour my hot water in there. Okay, so there's my hot water, and remember this is already sweetened. It's already got 1 teaspoon of sugar in it, so we are not of organic sugar. So we are not going to add anything else, and I'm just going to drop it right in there. So you can see this is what it looks like. And when you get done, so you just stir it, you know, while it's dissolving. And when it gets done, there will be tea leaves in the bottom. So like when I get done drinking this, there will be tea leaves in the bottom. And if you're into that kind of thing, if you're into reading tea leaves, you can totally do that. So we're just going to let this dissolve real quick. And you do want to stir it. Sorry for the clinking, but you do want to stir it while it's dissolving. Okay, it's just about done. So that takes about, what, a minute and a half for it to dissolve. Okay, so that is just about all dissolved. But I want to show you, this one has 1 smart point. But since I'm going to use this as a treat, I'm going to show you something. I'm going to do something else to it. So since it's a treat, this is a half of a tablespoon of the turmeric, so that has no smart points. So I'm going to stir a little bit of that in there. And it's going to make it a nice, kind of a funky color. Then I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of fat-free half and half. And fat-free half and half, 1 tablespoon of fat-free half and half is also 0 smart points. But then I'm going to put in just a sprinkle, and hang out with me, we've got 1 more minute. I'm going to put in just a sprinkle of the Dax Chocolate Crave. So I'm going to add that to the top of it. Come on, Chocolate Crave. Okay. So there's just a sprinkle of the Dax Chocolate Crave, if y'all can see that. And I'm going to mix all that together and we're going to try it. So that is 1 of the sweet peppermint tea drops. That ended up being about 1/4 of a tablespoon of the turmeric. 1 tablespoon of fat-free half and half. And a sprinkle of Dax Chocolate Crave. So I know it's a funky green color, but let's see what it tastes like. Okay, it smells fabulous, and I know it's going to be super hot. Oh, that's really good. It's really, I don't know, it's almost a rich flavor. Okay, so I am going to go enjoy my sweet peppermint tea drops. So good. That is so good. And the turmeric has a taste if you don't mix it with something else. And yeah, Dolly, it is kind of like a peppermint patty because it is. It's like pepperminty and chocolatey. Sorry, that's so good. I'm gonna have trouble stopping, so I'm gonna have to let y'all go because I want to drink this. But don't forget the tablespoon of the fat-free half and half. That made it just a little bit creamy, and oh so delicious. So, okay, so y'all are gonna do your homework. You're gonna tag me in it. Everybody is going to have a relaxing cup of hot tea. And do not forget, the teas will be available starting tomorrow on IfYouHaveAnEgg.com. Click on shop or store, whatever it says, or on KCKitchenCenter.com. And even if you're not in the shopping mood, just come join us. Come follow us. So we would love to see you. Okay. So good I had to sneak another sip. Okay, everybody have a great week. If you were watching this on YouTube, please watch the next video. Then go ahead and go down here and subscribe. And when you subscribe, go ahead and click on the little bell so that you'll be notified when our next video comes up. And if you're interested in a spreadshirt, you can click on them right over here. So everybody have a great week. Dusty is worn out from all the parading, so he's snoring. So we're not going to see from him, but y'all have a great week. I really enjoyed it, and I super enjoyed my tea. I will be going and enjoying this now. Y'all have a great night, and I'll see you next week. Good night, or hopefully I'll see you at the store. 5902 Kingston Pike. We're open Tuesday through Saturday, and we have samples. I would love to make you a cup of hot tea. Okay, everybody have a great night, and I will see you next week. Good night.